Love Them Knives channel. We've got the wee Malice, the 911, and here it is. How malicious can you get? Well, the Malice is in the palace. Check out that flamed anno look. Here we go. Marbled blue, bronze tie, handle, satin finish, bowler M390 blade, the 911B. 911. Call it now. I think I'm hot for this knife. It's really cool. Of course, it's a Ferrum Forge design. Let's make a big crappy ass mess all over this thing. Interesting knife. So we've come full circle, haven't we? I mean, think about it. You got the Malice by Wee Knives, right? But traditionally, Wee Knives has made a lot of other knives, haven't they? How about the Master? So, right, the Dow. And, of course, I don't even have the Buck in here. But then, of course, the Falcon, the Gent, and, of course, the Fortis, the Pro Series, right here. And recently, as we clip on through, the Archbishop, which is part of the Pro Series as well, all made by Wee Knives. Now we've come full circle, and it's no longer a Ferrum Forge knife made by Wee Knives. Now it's a Wee knife designed by Ferrum Forge. So, they're taking front billing now, and the Ferrum Forge is back on the back of the blade. But probably more of a collaborative position than the previous models that were obviously Ferrum Forge and just so happened to be manufactured by Wee Knives. Of course, all those Master Op models and the Pro Series knives, really, really good knives, really made well by you-know-who. So this is a change-up. Don't know why this was done like this, but I guess turnabout is fair play. So Wee Knives says, hey, we just want to make one of your designs under our name. And it should be a good seller. Last I saw, I think these were sold out for the moment. Don't know if it's a limited run or if this is going to be, a general production piece for the next year, whatever. But really like this. Of course, you can get it in a standard gray model, but everybody's kind of been jumping for these. And I did too. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of flamed. But then again, every once in a while you have to break your own rules. Yeah, I could have got regular titanium and then have it anode and pimped out and done stuff, but yeah, I was weak. So I succumbed. Now, let me take a look at this again. No, I guess not. Yeah, I was thinking for a minute maybe you could flip that pocket clip, but you can't. It goes in and out of the pocket fine. Titanium, obviously, everything. This titanium frame lock flipper. Let's get over that part. 25% lockup. Of course, it's a hardened steel insert. There's your over travel stop, as you can see through here. Haven't taken this one apart, but it's supposedly ceramic bearings. And, of course, I threw this in front of you very momentarily, but there's the 911B, $283. But, it's Bowler M390. A lot of these Wee Knives that have been coming out in that kind of configuration have been close to $300. Now, buy it from White Mountain Knives. Use that LTK discount code. Get 10% off. That'll make it a lot more affordable. Almost $30 coming off of there. And there's your stats as far as the length. Blade length, 3.5 inches, a little over 8 inches overall. you know, looks like 4mm blade stock, and HRC 59 to 61 on the Bowler M390, handle length, etc., etc. So the only thing that really kind of jumped up and bit me when I got this knife was the fact that it's not a real strong detent. Of course, now I won't be able to throw it out. Come on, man. Okay, here we go. Yeah, but I think it's okay. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be all that super strong, but I can fail it. See, you can just push it out. So it's not like it's like, oh, I can't fail it. Yeah, I can fail it real easy. So I'd say that's probably maybe going to be the weakest part of this package for some people, is that the detent's not as snappy strong. But you know, this knife is not all that light. But you got these contoured titanium scales. It's just a really good looking package. Well, I mean, didn't that look a little bit more Archbishop? Yeah, you know, to you, than it does of the Fortis? To me, it does. So, okay. The Malice comes in a nice box, of course. You know, We Knives does it right. And zipper pouch. Check this out. Microfiber cloth. There's your plastic that the knife goes into. You get two sides of this, two pockets in the pouch, and your microfiber cloth. So no complaints there, like the way We Knives does. I mean, you know, they make a lot of really good stuff. I have the Berg Blades Iron Wolf that was made by We Knives as well. So many knives on the mass drop scene are made by We Knives, and then We Knives makes a lot of good We Knives, including, let me grab this. I got this at the same time. The Synchro, which is an integral. And this one is just a super sensible knife. But just as an example, they have so many models out. But this one's very attractive because I do like the Ferrum Forge designs. And then this is more affordable than getting a custom. So there you are. But the feel of this and the premium steel and a really, really good fit and finish on this just makes it that much better. The flipper tab, if you've noticed, is not that intrusive, is it? I mean, it's not like way up here like a sail. And look at the jimping, gets up and right over the top. Ergos in the hand, well, of course, it's good. Let me get a piece of paper around here. I don't know that I've done any cutting with this thing. Okay. No reason why I couldn't. Bang. Nice little satin grind on here. Satin flats. Plunge looks good. I mean, wow. There's not much to complain about. This might be a real keeper for a lot of guys. I know a lot of us kind of catch and release and go on and this and that. Of course, we buy it to check it out, and then it may lose favor in our collection after a while, go onwards. But this, I think this is going to be maybe more of an exception, as being more likely to be a long-term keeper. I mean, this makes it, this cutout on the blade makes it convenient to be able to middle finger flick this open. So that is nice. It's not a huge knife, so can I do it from this side? I'm grabbing that damn lock bar. Forget it. Go flipper tab. But no, of course, when you middle finger flick, you're not putting any pressure on that lock bar. I don't feel hindered though when I grab the knife intuitively and flip it open. So no, the lock bar does not really cause a problem there. Only when I try and thumb flick it, and I don't know what my problem is, but yeah. Sensible blade, not a piercing champion. Nice slicer though, probably. And let's take a look inside. See if we can throw some more things on the floor. And there we go. So no weight relieving on the inside as that goes. And speaking about weight relieving, let's just talk about weight. And let's get the nasties off the top of the scale so we can read it. Well, maybe it could have done with a little bit of weight relieving. Over 6 ounces, 173 grams. So for a knife that's no bigger than it is, which is our next approach here, 3.5 inch. So it's not gigantic, right? It's maybe just a skosh shorter than the Paramilitary 2 at 8 1/8 overall, 20.5 centimeters. And 90 millimeter blade. Blade stop. Should be 4. Yeah, and it is 4 millimeters basically, which would be about a 0.15 something if we can get to inches right there. Now, contoured scales and 0.53, 13.5. So yes, it'll fill the hands. I like the ergos though, like I said. Nice front choil area here. The others fit right on that handle, nice and snug. Pretty easy to disengage the lock bar. Easy to push that aside so it's not overly stiff or anything. And of course the design flows. It's a Ferrum Forge design. So yeah, it flows really well. Beautiful knife. I've really taken a shine to it. Do I care that it's 6.1 ounces? No, not really. I can deal with a heavier knife, so that's not a problem. This might be not your EDC choice, depending on where you're going or what you're doing, because it is a little heavier. I mean, you can carry knives that are like 3 ounces and under for a real light carry. Small knives, very discreet, but this is not necessarily discreet. How about the Synchro? Let's put the Synchro up here. Synchro, bigger knife, huh? Synchro is a bigger knife. I'll bet it weighs less, though. What do you want to bet? Come on, let's do that. And we got both of them to play with. Synchro, 127 grams, not 107. So let's go back to ounces because we're messing around. 4.4, not 6.1. Yeah, that makes more sense. Even though, wow, it's a bigger knife, but the height here, way bigger than the height here. You know, same with the blade, that kind of thing. So you got a lot of material. I don't think you buy these Ferrum Forge knives for being light little fainting flower kind of carry. They're chunky, they're brutish, they're good looking, they're comfortable, and it's like you can kind of get it done with something like this in your hand. And can you roll forward? Yeah, so you can get up for some fine cutting tasks as well. It's hard not to like this knife, isn't it? I mean, when it all comes around. You like that? Check that out. Click. Yeah. This is one of those Wii knives. It's not just an also-ran or another model of an unknown designer or something. This is one that wish I'd have kept my Fortis. I might go back to that because that Fortis was really aces up as well. And I love my Iron Wolf by Berg Blades. So, you know, that's hard to ignore as well. This one, really cool. Let's throw things around over here. Knock them down. See what I'm saying? Not quite, well, flip it. Not quite as big, but really, really close to the same size as the paramilitary too. This is 3.8 ounces, 6.1. A little fatter. This is about a 0.46 of an inch. So a little bit more slender, definitely lighter, that kind of thing for that size. But this one, man, it feels really good. This is not a lot of traction here, but it's kind of, it's not real slick. It's got that kind of, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to describe the surface of this, but it's really nice. Feels good, feels smooth, but not necessarily slick. Yeah. I don't know what I can say other than maybe the detent could have been a little stronger. A little bit. Maybe just a skosh. But other than that, I do like the setup of the front flipper tab being up here. It's pretty intuitive in the hand to deploy. Not a problem. Damn good looking, that's for sure. I'll let you go. Thank you so much. I hope I answered some of your questions or at least gave you a good look at the knife. You know what you like when you see it, and I do too. And in hand, I really like this knife. I really like the Fortis as well. Haven't had the Archbishop, but wow. I know I like this one, that's for sure. Take care. You know what we like around here. What do we love around here? We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.